Hear ye, gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling featuring the Phillip Banks Memorial Summer Soundboard. Welcome to the Nuckify Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TC Light, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby, joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. We back.
Yeah.
Very heavy on the TC Light because it's BET Awards weekend. So, you know, my TC Light inspiration came from MC Light. You know, she get that BET Award check every year. That's the most guaranteed check in entertainment.
Amen.
In all of entertainment right now. She guaranteed that check to the day she dies. She on a lifetime contract with them.
Smart business, man.
Hey, look. Hey, listen, you find a lane and you good at that lane, make it hard to be replaceable in that lane.
Facts.
That's what MC Light did. Shout out to MC Light and people like her that do them things, man. But we here, man. Nuckify Buckingham Palace, Young Kings Wrestling, and the Young Kings Wrestling Podcast. Hey, man. Young Kings Wrestling Podcast, we powered by W Energy for the summer. So, you know, look, you get them usual energy drinks. You can go to the corner store, go to your 7-Elevens or your, what y'all got out there where you from? Sheets?
Wawa. Well, both really, but
Wawa?
More Wawa, yeah.
Yeah, we got 7-Elevens and Shells and AM PMs. I don't know who got AM PMs. I never seen one before I moved out here. But look, you go in there, they got a whole section dedicated to just like these energy drinks you never heard of before.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll go in every few months, I go and I see an energy drink I never heard of before. But you know what I've heard of though? W. Hey. It's a clean energy drink, not like that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It got all the other bullshit in it. You know, energy drinks should give you the focus without the downsides, the crashes, the jitters, all that bullshit. W Energy got zero sugar.
What?
Fillers.
What?
Artificial dyes.
What?
Hidden ingredients.
What?
And they got unique custom flavors.
What?
I said they got unique custom flavors.
What?
They got unique custom flavors.
Hey.
Yes, sir. And that sets itself apart from the rest of them other energy drinks that you can find in your 7-Elevens or your Wawas or your Sheets or your Come and Goes or your Quick Trips or wherever you're going to.
Yes, sir.
But listen, I understand the convenience. It's called a convenience store for a reason. But listen, what you can do going forward, now that you're aware of W, go to ykwrestling.com and click that link. That's 30% off of the Cali O Cream flavor of W. However, all other flavors of W are available 10% off with the code YK Wrestling. So head over w.gg and go ahead and buy you some clean energy, man.
Hey, man.
Shout out to us cutting the promo.
Cali O Cream sound like a strain, low key.
That sounds crazy as hell, but it sounds so good, bro.
That sounds like some shit you get at the dispensary.
Yeah, big facts. But I saw it, I was like, bro, this look good, like a creamsicle. That's what it seemed like it tastes like.
It probably slapped.
I haven't had that one yet, but I'm sure it's good though.
Yeah.
They sell out quick too though. Like every now and again, they'd be like, we sold out of this flavor. Like, damn. Save some for the rest of us.
Right.
Shout out to W, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with Young Kings Wrestling. And make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling. Everything available, platforms that we available on, merchandise, W. All available at ykwrestling.com, man. Speaking of YouTube, I want to give a shout out to all y'all that chimed in on our conversation from last week about the usage of black male wrestlers, man.
Yeah.
Some people didn't agree, but it was people, they say they was black.
Right.
I'll take their word for it.
I don't.
I'll take your word for it. They said they was black and they said they didn't agree, but they respected what we was talking about, and they came in with a counterpoint. And I appreciated that. Like, no argument. It took a few days for it to get outside of that. You know how that goes. Hey, I ain't shouting them out because them people, black people always playing a race card. Listen.
Don't worry about it. Just get the phone. You wouldn't know nothing about this. It's black problems.
This black people problems. Don't worry about it. This
Real
wasn't
facts.
for y'all.
Right. The conversation wasn't for y'all. Honestly.
It wasn't. Who it was for? It was for one particular person of that complexion who was the subject of it.
Exactly. Otherwise,
this is for everybody else to understand. And if you had a counterpoint, if you was a black person and you didn't agree, respectfully, I appreciated it, bro. Like, I don't want people to always agree with me. Who you think I am, Dave Meltzer?
No, man. We ain't
Who you think I am?
We ain't 5 minutes in. He had to do it.
I had to do it first, bro. You was gonna do it eventually. I had to do it.
I try not to. Like, unless I get triggered, I try not to. Nah, but man, that's listen, engagement. There's no such thing as bad engagement. There's just engagement. So always for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's barbershop talk. Some of y'all don't understand barbershop talk. And if you don't understand barbershop talk, mind your business.
Barbershop talk different from locker room talk.
Yes.
It's kind of the same, but it's different.
Yeah, man.
It's much different.
You know what I'm saying? Barbershop
I ain't giving
talk.
a shout out to that debate.
No, hell no.
Said, damn, nigga, this our choices right here? Again? Ain't shit changed.
Hey, listen,
4 years ago.
Kat said like 3 or 4 elections ago that we need to be single. Maybe it's time to start listening.
Hey. I'm gonna tell y'all, look, this ain't no political platform, so I ain't gonna get all into that. I'm gonna just say I had the option to not vote for nobody of them two. I voted for somebody else that was on the ballot.
I did too.
I did my research. I was just like, man, I ain't feeling these niggas.
Mm-mm.
Found somebody else. Y'all know we have that option, right, America?
Yeah.
You don't gotta just vote for the two people.
Exactly.
Don't let nobody make you feel bad for not voting for the only choices that's actually presented in the forefront. Like, you got other choices, though. I mean, I don't vote for no Kanye or no shit like that. Let's just be serious.
Yeah, don't be realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, be realistic at least. Like, because if it was up to me, I would be voting for Roman Reigns. I would have put him on my ballot. I would have put a wrestler that I'm a fan. I would have put Bianca Belair on my ballot. And then Vice President Jade Cargill. Shout out to Low from the Wrestling Wind Down for that shirt. That shit was fire. I might cop.
Yeah.
The Jade Cargill 24.
Real tough.
You ever see some shit and you get jealous? You like, fuck, why didn't I think of that?
Right.
I was like, damn, that's money right there.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna vote for them. That's who I'm voting for this year.
Hey, listen.
Belair Cargill.
First of all, you get a real black woman as the president. Not no switch hitters. You know what I'm saying? I'm Indian. I'm Indian American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden we running for president together, and now you black and locking up more niggas than Clinton. But I won't go there because we ain't political.
Yeah, we ain't a political podcast.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It ain't just orange juice in that cup, Reek.
It's true serum.
How do we segue out of that?
Damn.
You just gotta dive. You just gotta dive into the pool, man.
Shout outs.
RIP. It's crazy to RIP. Sika, the Wild Samoan, one half of the legendary Hall of Fame tag team, the Wild Samoans. Father of the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, 3-time WWE Tag Team Champion with his brother Alpha Senior, and him and Alpha won like 15 other tag titles outside of the WWE. He a legend, bro.
Yes, sir.
So RP to him, man. Prayers up to Alpha too. You know, he going through his health thing as
sir.
well. So prayers up to them, man. I love hearing the stories. I meant to get me like a little tribal lay and wear it on the show. I ain't know where to find one outside of the strip, and I ain't feel like going down there. So digressing though, I've watched like a few interviews. Mark Henry talked about Sika. Some other wrestlers talked about like their experiences with Sika, Tommy Dreamer. I mean, not surprisingly rather, it was nothing bad they had to say about him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know Sika from a can of paint, bro. I don't know. No, the closest person I know in that family is Solo. But that's just because he used to wrestle out here. I used to see him all the time.
Yeah.
Outside of that, like, I don't know that family from a can of paint. But right. you can still, like, even if you don't know somebody, just like even if you see them on a screen or something, you can feel genuinely how they are as a person.
Yeah, for sure.
So like you see that even that whole family, it's such a close family vibe.
Right.
And when you see them interact with each other and you see them interact with other wrestlers, they have so much respect for the business going back 40, 50, 60 years. Probably before that, 70 years. Yeah. There's so much respect for the business. Shout out to Sika. RIP, prayers up to the family as well. Prayers up to Roman for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Lost his brother and his pops, man.
Damn.
So prayers up to Roman's sisters as well.
Mm-hmm.
Roman's moms and the whole rest of the family. We're gonna talk about the Anawais.
Oh my goodness.
Later on, for sure.
Whew.
Niggas was wilding. Sika would have been proud. You're like, good job, nephew.
We getting crazy out here. This Anawai Fatu dynasty going on. Oof. Y'all making some wild moves out here. No pun intended.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, shout out to Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews tying the knot. Y'all niggas, hashtag you niggas, somehow found they wedding registry with their photos on it.
Yeah. What?
They ain't even posting. Y'all just gonna post it for them. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild.
Ugh. Nasty work, man.
Yeah. How sick you think that black dude who she used to be with feeling?
Oh man. Fumbled the bag, especially because like this was before like she really took off.
Yeah.
Fumbled the bag heavy. Real heavy, man. Ugh.
That nigga looked like me.
Right.
They gave niggas like me hope. And then next thing I know, oh, she with Buddy? What?
Yeah, man. Like, what was you doing, fam?
You know, he got the bottom of the hand taking it to the head.
Oh, yeah. He did. Listen, he Draking tonight. He got the Henny. He putting that Drake on. Be like,
Marvin's room.
Be like, I had your engagement ring sitting right my bed. You just never asked.
He got that Marvin's room on repeat.
Oh, facts.
Cup Suddy XO.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to that brother, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody even knew his name. They just knew Rhea Ripley got a black boyfriend.
Facts.
With locks.
Man. Damn.
RIP, brother.
Yes, sir.
And then another shout out. NBA free agency just launched not that long ago. Should we give a live update on air?
Hey, go ahead.
Let's see what we talking about. Shams. Shams. And Woj.
I ain't checked in a minute.
Nothing on Klay Thompson yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't got nothing.
I'm say that's the
James Harden got 70 mil with the Clippers.
Oh Lord.
Kevin Love 8 mil going back to Miami.
Chris
Chris Paul got waived by the Warriors.
Yeah, I seen that. Okay.
And Max Christie got 4 years, $32 million from the Lakers.
Woof.
I hope it's worth it. Like I hope it's worth it, honestly.
And I heard Bron said supposedly he gonna take a pay cut. I don't buy it. It's capped to me.
Hey,
but
he already took a pay cut. He turned down $50 million. I was shocked. I thought he wasn't gonna turn down no $50 million. LeBron ain't never made $50 million.
That's true. Yeah, man. But I mean, like, if it's an option to go out there and get Clay, I mean, shit, I could understand.
Relax. I'm good. I'm good on that.
You don't want a shooter? You don't want a shooter?
Have you watched Klay Thompson the last 2 years, bro?
He has fell off a little bit.
You know, when people come to the Lakers, they be worse than they were when they was with their other team.
But he already.
I don't care that Klay Daddy used to play for the Lakers. I don't care that Klay Daddy worked for the Lakers right now. I don't care. Hey, I know his daddy pushing for it. I don't care.
They might revamp him back up. You never know.
Hey, listen. If we sign him and he come to LA and cook, I'll do something crazy on this show. I don't know how crazy. I'll do something crazy. Shit. I know we getting Chris Paul too.
Hey, that might be. I think that's the only person on the Banana Boat crew he ain't played with yet. I think.
Yep, it is. Played with Melo a couple years ago.
Yep. So, hey, set it up.
We should have had Chris Paul 12 years ago.
Nah, real talk.
Y'all was tripping. Shout out to Bronny James too. Got drafted by the Lakers too, man.
Hey, I wasn't sure they was gonna do it. I
didn't think we was gonna draft him, but shit, I thought we was gonna sign him in like free agency or something.
Yeah.
And summer league tickets about to go crazy.
Oh shit.
I might have to get mine before it's too late.
I say, you know, never see a crowd this big.
Last time they had was Lonzo.
I was about to say, yeah, Lonzo had them turned all the way out.
Zion didn't even bring them out like that. Like Zion, when Zion was a rookie, I don't even think he played. He didn't even play. They had to shut the game down because earthquakes and shit. He had earthquakes for some reason.
And that's
I got stuck in the elevator at Summer League too. That was crazy. It was kind of scary.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dead ass.
That's wild too, because like niggas was watching Zion since he was in 7th grade.
Right. Now Zion out here making bad decisions as an adult, man. Goddamn. See people grow up.
Yeah, man. We ain't gonna never let that go.
Nah. You gotta win a championship or something.
Right. Just to catch a break.
Facts. Hey, let's talk about some wrestling, man. We got Forbidden Door. AEW presenting Forbidden Door. From we got New Japan, of course. We got CMLL.
Mm-hmm.
Who else involved in this show, man? I don't even know where everybody else is from. I know those two for sure, though. 14 matches, y'all. Listen, y'all, every time there's an AEW pay-per-view and y'all start capping, talking about I prefer 14 matches over 5. All of a sudden, y'all prefer 14 matches. 5 years ago, I had to hear y'all bitch every single month about pay-per-views being too long when WWE was putting them on.
Right.
Because they had too many matches. And now all these matches is cool. Because the shoe on the other foot?
Yeah, man. Like, this is my thing, bro.
I don't care either way. Like, if it's too many matches for me, the matches I don't care to watch, I won't watch them. I'll go do something else until I hear a bell ring, and then I'll go and turn my attention back. Like, that's simple to me.
Yeah.
So it ain't really, no hair off my back.
And my thing is, like, listen, if this was like 6-7 years ago, I wouldn't really care. You know what I'm saying? Because I was up like that.
Right.
We starting to get old, man. Like, we starting to age. You know what I'm saying? We turned them 2s into 3s. Like,
and you on the East Coast.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to be up till like fucking 12:30 past midnight watching no damn wrestling that long. I'm sorry. It's just no.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's WWE, AEW, whoever. I'm not watching no card that's got double digit matches deep that thick. Pause. I'm not doing it. Like, that's doing too much, man. Get to
like,
the punchline.
I took a look, and I think it's like, that's including the pre-show too?
Yeah, like, bro.
I took one look at this card and I was like,
look how thick that is. Look how thick that is.
Right.
I found it. I found a way to do it.
There you go. But it's like I seen the 0 hour, the pre-show. That's got like 4 matches on it. Why?
In an hour.
That's what I'm saying, man. Pre-show ain't even supposed to go that long.
We ain't even gonna talk about the pre-show. Let's give our predictions for the main show. I'm gonna tap into a little bit because I seen some shit on here that I'm kind of like, okay.
Yeah. I got it's a couple. I'm gonna tap in.
Like y'all put Naito on the card. That's my nigga.
Yeah,
y'all put Tanahashi on there. That's my nigga.
Facts. They always got a couple on here that I'll watch.
Yeah, let's tap into this, man. Let's talk about it. Y'all got a ladder match for the TNT Championship. Of course, Edge Copeland had to vacate because he's doing some crazy shit. We talked about a few weeks ago. So we got a 6-man, 50, bro. Hey, Adam Copeland. Adam Edge Copeland. I got something for you.
Man, sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down. Doing some crazy shit. 6-man ladder match for the TNT Championship. We got Takashita. I don't say his first name. I can't do it.
Hey man, we ain't of that ilk, so we can't.
We
can't do it justice the right way.
Look,
so I don't even try.
And I promise everybody else's name on here, I'm going to pronounce the right way. But yeah, I said his last name right. Yeah. Takashita versus Mark Briscoe versus Jack Perry versus Dante Martin versus El Phantasmo versus Leo Rush. I know who I don't have winning out of that 6.
Same.
Y'all can guess who we talking about.
Yeah.
You might be wrong. Unless you know me, you might be wrong about who that is, but I ain't gonna say.
Right.
Who you got winning? I got Mark Briscoe.
The obvious to me is Jack Perry.
Yeah, that's the obvious, but I think like we want to have a moment and give Mark Briscoe a moment for once. This is the time to do it.
I would say yeah, but they already gave him that Ring of Honor title, so I feel like
they did.
So it's like, yeah,
that's all we can do for you, my brother.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna double back and give him that much love. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that much type of faith in the bookers like that.
Nah.
But with Jack, all the shit they've been doing ever since he came back, yeah,
that's the obvious route.
Mm-hmm.
He featured the most out of all these people too, so
yep,
that makes sense. Next up, we don't got to spend too much time on this. The Learning Tree, Chris Jericho and Big Bill with Jeff Cobb versus Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata Bread. Who you got?
Oh, good Lord. Why are they subjecting Samoa Joe to this shit?
He was just a world champion too. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, they need to win this. Fuck all that. Like,
right.
This is nasty work. Like,
cut that Jericho shit out, man.
Please. Like, he's just putting them on TV just to put them on TV at this point. The Learning Tree? What the fuck? Come on now.
Come on, Joe. This is about to get dark. I'm sorry ahead of time for anybody who's getting offended at this.
Too bad.
Last time, a few years back, several years back, I remember Samoa Joe wrestled this other Canadian, and something happened.
Yikes. Yo, I didn't think he was going to get that dark.
Next match. Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa for the AEW Women's World Championship. I don't see Toni dropping it here.
I mean, I don't either. I don't care either which way.
Nah.
I got into this whole situation late, and then I seen Mina. Like, damn, real talk.
Hold on, keep talking.
But yeah,
okay, hold on.
What you got?
You might be right. Might be right about that.
Yeah. It's
Hey, Sean, what's good?
I'm telling you, man. Like they doing some work out there in Japan.
Okay.
But yeah, Tony is in her era. You know what I'm saying? Like this is this is the best work that anybody in that company is doing as far as females concerned, and maybe any women at all. So I gotta get into it. I don't see anybody at this point that's going to take it right now.
Nah. I mean, you got to build some challengers up for her.
Yeah.
Before we really go that route. So I don't see this happening. I don't see nobody from no other company coming in and winning the championship.
No. Which is crazy because you know, when they started this, you think of all the names that they filtered in to get on their team to begin with, and not one of them has even remotely touched what she's been doing at all.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Big facts. Next up, we got Zack Sabre Jr. versus Orange Cassidy. Who you got?
Didn't they do this already? Like, why are we going this again?
They might have. Let me double check on that. It's Googleable.
Because I'm really about to just do a toss up on this because I feel like we definitely did this at another show. It might have been Forbidden Door. It might have been a different pay-per-view.
Nah, they never had a one-on-one.
They have
Forbidden Door last year. They were in a 4-way for the international title.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Shit. I'll give it to Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, I got Orange Cassidy winning. That's your boy Tony, favorite wrestler.
Of course.
I don't see him. Man, listen, when a booker got a favorite, everybody know. Orange Cassidy, that nigga favorite. You can tell. We saw how he was defending that international title all last year. That's a nigga favorite wrestler. So I don't see him winning. But listen, surprise me because I like Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
So I would like to see him get a dub here. But for the time being, we're going with Cassidy. MJF versus Hichichiro.
What in the hell?
I believe it's from CMLL.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's that segment that they did last week. But yeah, MJF.
Yeah,
make that real simple.
Yeah. I see MJF actually high key, low key. I can see MJF losing. Maybe like Roosh cost him the title. I don't know. Listen, I'm not too well versed in CMLL. I don't know if is that where Roosh came from or Roosh came from AAA.
Oh, I think it was AAA.
So I don't know what history that Roosh might have with Hichichiro. If there's any history there, y'all know for some reason. Y'all know everybody history.
Yeah.
In international companies and indies or whatever. Whatever history they might have. I mean, it could be something as simple as La Raza. That might be all that you need. I can see Roosh costing MJF the match here. And extending that a little bit. That's how I would at least book it.
Yeah. So, that's all cool.
Either way, we all good.
Yes, sir.
Next up, my boy Tetsuya Naito versus Jon Moxley. I already know what type of time Moxley about to be on.
Oh man, that's okay.
About to be on that Terry time.
Yeah, of course he is. Which is a damn shame. I don't like that shit. I really don't.
Nah. You know how I go though.
Most likely, that's the direction that we're going in. I don't particularly favor seeing Naito take a L like that, but
nah, that's my dog.
Yeah, man. But
should be interesting.
You know what company we're in here, so
facts. Next up, we got the Elite versus the Acclaimed. with Hiroshi Tanahashi, my boy. Listen, y'all could have just gave me Okada versus Tanahashi straight up.
Yeah.
I didn't need the other 4 in here. It's all good though. Like, give me a good solid few minutes of Okada and Tanahashi putting some work together, then I'll be okay.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Listen, Wembley right around the corner. Run that back. Okay. Listen, I know I've seen it before. Listen, AEW.
Hey, it don't matter.
Do something for me.
We seen it on the other side of the world. We can see
we ain't
it
never seen it in an American company
over
before,
here. So. You know what I'm saying? But
run
I know
Wembley all out something.
Yeah, man.
Arthur Ashe something.
Gotta set it up. But I'm with you. Like, I'm with you. All this other participation. You know I don't give a fuck about them two dickheads. The Acclaim I'm fine with as long as motherfuckers ain't talking. But yeah, I'm always praying on the Elite downfall, so I'm taking Tanahashi and the Acclaim.
Same. That's what I'm taking, because I'm not saying that the Elite gonna win anything.
Yeah, I don't need to see it. I want to see it.
We got Mercedes Moné versus Stephanie. I don't know how to pronounce this one. Sorry, Backward, however it's pronounced. For the winner take all for the TBS and New Japan Strong Women's Championships. Listen, this is my choice right here.
No, brother, it doesn't work for me right now.
Oh, indeed.
You know Mercedes ain't losing.
That's in my notes. We're gonna get to it. But I'm gonna be watching this real intently because I know ever since she showed up, it's been a whole lot of, well, this is what we expect versus this is what we getting. And we ain't at the stage where we throwing backlash out yet, but it's just like the promos, and then the in-ring. Now, the in-ring work, you can kind of, take a minute because she is coming off, she had an injury. She took time to get back, so she had to work her way back into the mix. So, and we know that her in-ring work has always been better than her mic work from day one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be watching this, but yeah, that contract, all them M's, she ain't going there to lose. Ain't no way.
Nah, and then she never lost that belt. I mean, she did lose it, but she never lost it while being healthy.
Right.
So, she lost it to Willow.
Yep.
Back in I don't remember, it was April, May of last year-ish.
I think it was March.
March, yeah.
It might have been.
So yeah, she wasn't champ that long when she won it the first time. So she lost to Willow, never defended it fully healthy in a match. Mm-hmm. That was her first defense too. So she gonna win it back. Maybe drop it to Willow again.
Ooh.
I doubt it. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, some people that want it bad.
Yeah.
Because when she beat Willow, a lot of people was upset. Thanks. Which I understand. Because you look at this, there's been a lot of progress that they made with Willow, and they made her a real star. And it's like, damn, y'all just decided we just gonna
hustling backwards,
pull some Terry business out here.
Right. Hey, that's what 8, 10, 12 mils do to a motherfucker.
Yeah, real talk.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we got Bryan Danielson versus Shingo Takagi. Owen Hart Cup first round matchup. Come on, Bryan. Let's get it cracked.
Yeah, man.
You gotta win something, my dude.
Yeah, I don't know how much time Bryan got left. I know he keeps saying.
He said he done for full time in a month.
Damn.
Have him win the Owen and then go out gracefully.
Yeah, man. Like I know
he's never had a chance to go out gracefully in his career.
Well, that and I know it's like he doesn't want to take anything from anybody. He doesn't want to have any championship or all this other stuff. Listen, I say that too, because at the end of the day, my view is like he says in his own promos: if you're the best, then you should be the best. So it's like if ain't nobody better than you in that ring, I don't see why you shouldn't have the gold. But he sees it differently. Apparently, like he don't want to take them titles and all this other stuff. But
he trying too hard to be anti-Terry. Sometimes you got to be Terry a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Even there was even a method to Terry's madness sometimes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because I can't. If I look at all the people that have won titles in this company and all these accolades, stuff like that, versus Brian Danielson, I'm just like, yo, this is a bit of a disparity here. It's just some real discrepancies going on that I'm not feeling right now. But at least this isn't technically a championship. It's just an award, or however you want to categorize it. He can win that. Like, come on now, why not?
Who else gonna benefit from this? Outside of my choice, my personal choice to win it, outside of Bryan Danielson, is JEFF, JARRETT.
Oh hell no!
No, listen, y'all. You ain't see that promo. I would have called for Jeff to win it before I had to see that promo. That promo didn't have to sway me on Jeff Jarrett at all. But after that promo, you can't say you ain't be like, man, do it.
I don't know.
This man saw Owens' dead body roll right past him, and he had to go to work right afterward.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, listen, there's always next year. He ain't going nowhere.
Hey, there ain't no next year. Might not be no next year.
He was old before he got here. He was old in TNA. Shit.
That's fact.
Nobody tell him to drag his ass out here. He wanted to check.
Hey, listen, he's a check getter. Low key should have named the trophy after him, high key.
That's what I'm saying.
You get that Owen check though.
Shoot, man. Do a 360. Earn your check.
In the main event, what should be the main event, number 52 puts the AEW World Title on the line versus Will Ospreay. And surprisingly for me, I'm gonna go with number 52 on this.
Oh yeah,
because he at least got to get his win first, and then Ospreay winning it in a couple months.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's gonna go down. This is definitely gonna slap though. Like,
should be cool.
Ospreay and Bryan killed that shit. So
I know y'all gonna act like it's the greatest thing you ever seen.
Yeah, let's calm down, y'all.
It ain't about to be all that, but it should be all right.
We start getting out of control, and using this extra hyperbole with all this. Like, no,
that's the worst part, bro.
It's gonna slap. I give you that. Let's just leave it there and enjoy. That's all. That's all we gotta do. We don't have to create a whole bunch of conversation that's not needed because y'all want to be extra. We don't need to do that.
Right. We'll be all right. Yeah. Hey, let's talk about this week in wrestling history. It was a legendary week. A lot of stuff happened in history this week, man. 1976, Muhammad Ali versus Antonio Inoki in a boxer versus wrestler match. Shit was trash. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
It was a spectacle of it at the time. Was probably like, ooh, you go back and watch that shit trash, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey, no highlights whatsoever from this match.
Come on, of course not.
That shit was trash.
That was just fantasy warfare doing a little bit too much.
Yeah. 1992 RIP to the Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, first ever WWE champion, passed away at 71 this week in 1992. 1998, King of the Ring. I talked about this a few weeks ago because I was watching it. Shamrock won the King of the Ring. You had the Hell in a Cell, Undertaker versus Mankind. Kane won his first world championship, defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin in a first blood match, and then lost the belt the next night. And that's what happened. 2000, more King of the Ring stuff happened. Kurt Angle became the King of the Ring for the only time in his career. A lot of these King of the Rings only won it one time.
Thanks.
Shout out to Kurt Angle, former King of the Ring. I don't think a lot of people talk about him.
No, I mean
for some reason
he did every damn thing else, but yeah, that's on the list too.
Yeah, it was better than the year before. Yeah, that shit to Billy Gunn for some reason.
Good Lord,
I was tripping. More King of the Ring action because in 2001, Kurt Angle went to defend his crown the very next year, but lost in the finals to Edge, who I think y'all also forgot was the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Y'all don't talk about that either. Kurt Angle was also beefing with Shane McMahon during this time, too. So Kurt Angle had to wrestle 2 King of the Ring matches. One of those, Shane McMahon helped him win, so he would have to go through the gauntlet before they fought in a famous street fight. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, man.
Kurt Angle had 3 matches on this show, bro.
That was wild. Wow.
The street fight was crazy because motherfuckers forgot to gimmick the glass. So niggas just landing right on their head and shit. It was crazy. And then in the main event, Booker T made his debut in the WWE. I think he was still the WCW champion at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah. Shout out to Booker T, man. I was Booker T was on the Who Killed WCW doc.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was talking about it on his show. Shout out to Booker T too. He got a national deal with ESPN for his his show Hall of Fame. But he was on the show. He was just like, he went in on Bischoff and Terry, bro.
As he should.
Like about like how like they pretty much tried to step on his moment when he first won the world title.
Yeah.
He went in on them niggas, and he went in on the producers of Dark Side of the Ring. He's like, I ain't doing that shit no more. Only reason I did this one because it was Dwayne. I did that as a favor for him. Which is, like I said, didn't I say that everybody was probably doing that shit?
That's what most of them was doing it for. Kev was like, hey, listen, I'll sit up here, I'll talk about this bullshit again, and I'll make it short and sweet for y'all.
Right. Yeah, shout out to Booker T, man. 2002, Ruthless Aggression. Ruthless Aggression. Said that shit like 5 times. You know what I just found out about that promo, though? I just now realized that he did that the week after TNA debuted. And that was like his response to TNA. Like, basically, y'all niggas need to step up.
Hey, listen.
It worked.
But it's like, realistically, that's what any company does.
Yeah.
They say, hey, so we got a real substitute, option, real competition out here. So, listen, we gonna stay in our lane, do what we do, but y'all gotta get on point because this was when they was kind of the numbers wasn't doing so hot.
Yeah.
And then you had Stone Cold, taking the ball and going home. Stone Cold
just walked out.
Yeah, Rock doing Hollywood, like somebody gotta handle it.
You know who answered that? John Cena.
Yes, sir.
Later that week on SmackDown, slaps Kurt Angle in the face, made his mark. Nice. So it's a lot of Kurt Angle stuff happened this week in history.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kurt Angle, man. 2003, at the Garden, not that Garden, the Garden, the real Garden. Kane took his mask off for the first time. And I was like, damn, this nigga ugly as hell.
Oh my God. Looked like he was in
and
a
if
dungeon.
You didn't know, facts, man. If you didn't know he was Isaac Yankem, and we had already seen his face before, I didn't know. I didn't know his face was already seen before. So I was just like, damn, this nigga ugly as hell, bro.
Right.
And then the next week, he was uglier. That was the crazy part.
Nasty.
Y'all was tripping. Y'all should have kept the little burnt marks and the receding hairline, all that. Y'all should have kept that.
That's what I'm saying. That's the worst part about it is because it's like they say they made this narrative this whole time that he was scarred and burnt and shit up. It's like, man, ain't nothing wrong with his face, nigga, just dirty. Like, that's it.
Took that motherfucker to the spa, got a facial, shaved his head, all that. So you look okay, King. Like, you weren't really scarred. That was the whole narrative. Trying to say like it was in his mind.
Yeah, he was mentally scarred.
Whatever. Anyway, 2006, DX reunites for their first match in 9 years, defeating the Spirit Squad at Vengeance. Spirit Squad never got a dub over these niggas.
Oh my God.
Not at one point, and then got sent packing to OVW. Literally. 2008
out.
Facts. 2008 this week, CM Punk won his first World Heavyweight title, cashed in Money in the Bank on Edge, who got his ass cooked by Batista.
Facts.
And I forgot all about the Money in the Bank briefcase at that point too.
Yeah. It was
until his music played and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was a lot going on in 08. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't. And I think too, like CM Punk at that time, they didn't see him as like much of a threat. So it's like, man, we just
one of the worst title reigns
ever. It was. It really was.
His title reign was ass. Like this nigga beat JBL a couple times and then he never lost it.
That was it.
Yeah, that shit was trash, bro. It was so trash. This nigga went out there 3 years later this week, sat down crisscross applesauce on the stage, told niggas, I'm gonna win the WWE title and leave for the exact reasons why 3 years ago. And then some other shit that happened. But I don't really fuck with this company no more. I'm gonna go win the title. I might take the company back to Ring of Honor or do some other shit. He didn't do none of that.
Yeah.
But he cut the pipe bomb this week in 2011. And the rest is history. I got more about that era to talk about here later on if we got some time.
Right.
But in 2013, RIP to Matt Bourne, a.k.a. Doink the Clown, passed away age 55. RIP Doink the Clown. Speaking of clowns, happy birthday to the Raw general manager, Adam Pearce. Y'all know I'll be going in on Adam Pearce on this joint.
Hey.
Got a little something on Adam Pearce later in a little bit. Also, happy birthday to former women's champion Layla L, Mark Jindrak, Matt Stryker. Somebody tell Michael Cole it was Heidenreich's birthday.
Oh, man.
Right. Shout out to former Divas champion Alicia Fox. Happy birthday to her. Hall of Famer Terry Funk would have turned 80 years old. Former Knockouts champion, Knockouts tag champion Su Young. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to former NWA Women's Champion Serena Deeb. My boy Tiny Lister, aka Zeus, better known as Debo, from Friday, would have turned 66. We had his last interview on camera, bro. Like actually in like face-to-face camera.
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's wild. Shout out to Debo. What's your favorite movie that Tiny Lister was in? And you can't say none of the Fridays.
Nah, I wouldn't anyway. Honestly, low key, it was probably Fifth Element.
I don't think he was gonna say Fifth Element.
The president of the Federation. God damn it. Yeah, no, that was definitely it. Honestly,
that I would say like The Wash, low key. He was kind of funny to watch. And then like he had the smallest cameo, but it was so impactful. And what I think is one of the greatest movies of all time, The Dark Knight.
Oh,
give it to me.
Yeah.
I'll do what you should have did 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That was some gangster shit.
Yeah, he did. He killed that.
Shout out to Tiny, man. RIP.
Yes,
happy birthday to Faye Jackson.
It feels so good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Listen, WrestleMania is in Vegas, right? Wale Mania gonna be in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will see you in Vegas, Faye.
Oh, fucking right. Yes, sir.
Listen. Then last but not least, happy birthday to y'all's WWE champion, Cody Rhodes.
Y'all's?
Yeah, y'all's.
Oh, man.
Hashtag not my WWE champion.
I was gonna say, we doing that again.
Hey, listen, I'll be keeping receipts on this nigga. I got some more.
Oh, man.
I got more. Hey, man, where we at on the royal address? I got a few things. So just let me know when you ready to tag me.
I bet. So this actually came up. I want to say the day that we recorded last week. So Too Cold Scorpio. Remember back on that Dark Side of the Ring when he was talking about putting together a shank for
in North Korea.
Yeah. Well, all these years later, he finally went through on that stabbing part.
What?
Because my guy is facing some felony charges.
What?
For
I did not hear nothing. I heard nothing about this.
Yes, sir. Let me pull this up. So,
apparently, it was on TMZ.
yes, it was. He claims that it was a self-defense. He was working security at a store. Saw this dude lighting up a cigarette inside the spot, and said he told him he can't smoke in here. And the guy got mad, threatened him. They get outside, dude tried to grab him up, things like that. And so he pulled that thing out in self-defense, apparently, and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna poke your ass up."
Yo, they got like pictures of the nigga, that he stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh,
this dude was bleeding.
He got cooked. Hey, you didn't go down like that, huh? He got cooked.
Damn.
Yeah. The injury areas are the head, chest, buttocks, legs, and abdomen. So he stabbed excessive. He stabbed this nigga everywhere.
That seemed a little excessive. Now.
Yeah.
Everywhere like that? Listen.
Yeah. My CTE acting up.
Yeah, man. So if niggas didn't stop him in North Korea, it might have been a situation.
Okay, now what else we got? That's crazy.
Oh man, boy, oh boy. Yeah, real quick. Ludwig Kaiser. Apparently he had we saw it in the match. It looked like he got a little banged up, but apparently he had a little injury. Say he was favoring his arm a little bit, but might not be nothing too serious, but it's enough that it affected plans for this week. I think he was supposed to be part of something, but we just sitting him out just till we see how he's doing.
Hey man, all the wrestlers all over the place. I know it's exciting. This time now, the business is just, it's got so much attention, so many eyes on it that it hasn't had in years, probably ever. Because now we got social media now, and you get way more attention on it through that by people that's just not aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
I know y'all excited. Slow the fuck down, bro.
Yeah, we got to.
Too many of y'all getting hurt. It's like
Seriously.
that's the excitement factor. Like y'all getting too hyped to put on a show, and y'all giving it y'all all, and y'all doing a little bit too much, and that's why so many injuries right now. I think calm it down a little bit. We all right. We get it though. I understand.
Yeah, talk. Rock's got another movie coming out in November. It's called Codename Red One. Nah, this is Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Red One. He's playing the North Pole's head of security for Santa Claus. So it's pretty much
I remember hearing about it.
Like a little kids movie.
Rock got all the kid movies coming out in November.
Yeah, man.
I just seen the trailer from Moana too.
Yeah, they out here. They're putting our man to work. Yeah, that's supposed to come out November 15th of this year. It was filmed all the way back in 2022, but had some schedules pushed back. So that's on the way. Then Triple H was on Pat McAfee this week, and was talking about a whole bunch of things, but in particular the Netflix deal that's coming up, and that's real important. Because as we're going to talk about later on, one of the issues with TV, with live TV on these networks, is that they believe in censorship about certain things. And, as we talked about, with getting on a new platform, you're on Netflix now, you don't got to worry about all this. You know what I'm saying? So you start hearing crowds chant certain things and say certain things. Networks will censor it. Well, Netflix ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna cut the audio out. They ain't gonna go to no black screen. So and he talked about when Rock shows up, and Rock just do whatever the hell he want to do. You know what I'm saying? So we don't got to worry about the unexpected. We just gonna let that fly. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, we're not so much worried about the PG stuff. The PG era, for those who don't know, is basically over. But by the time they get to Netflix, it's definitely over. Like we not.
Oh,
We're not doing kid friendly
on Netflix. Gonna go crazy,
man.
Y'all ain't never heard of uncensored fuck on WWE TV ever,
right? And you had to be live this year to have heard one. You know what I'm saying? In person. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, we gonna have to be living a little good. Just a couple more months, and we're gonna be good. I hate to stop dropping money for Netflix again, but hey man, I'm gonna have to do it.
Look, man, and my shit way higher than it was when I last had Netflix.
Hey, exactly.
Hey, look, I'm gonna find a way. It's gonna fit in my budget somehow.
Yeah, it's gotta do that.
Might have to go to my job, be like, hey man, what's up with a promotion or something, my nigga? I need this Netflix.
Facts. Real talk. So obviously we know this year or next year, Mania's showing up in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
But the year after that, WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, April 19th, 20th. Y'all know what time it is. But after that, 2025 has a full slate of premium Big Four PLEs out in Indianapolis. They did a deal with the Sports Authority over there in Indiana, and they are going to have the Rumble, a future 2-night SummerSlam. The Rumble of 2025 is going to be there. So this year's Rumble is going to be in Indy. A future 2-night SummerSlam and a WrestleMania all coming to Indianapolis. Them boys.
Why we couldn't get that deal? That's crazy. Why we couldn't get that deal, man? We could have had the Rumble at the Sphere, which I still need a Rumble in the Sphere.
Yeah, that'll be fire. The first wrestling show in the Sphere is going to be lit.
I will be there. On God.
Yeah, I will be there. That's real wild. Looking dope.
Shout out to Indy. I told y'all Indy was getting Mania.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I just didn't think they was getting them other two as well.
Yeah, they had a whole package deal. So outside of that, a lot of performers were out there as they made that announcement, and Bianca had some words. She was chatting while she was with Comic Book Nation, and she mentioned a particular athlete out there in Indiana, one Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
and she invited her, since it's going to be in Indiana, invited her to say, "Hey, you want to come compete in the Rumble? Come through." And after what we saw on SmackDown, I'm pretty certain that's what's going to happen now.
Hey.
Look.
Hey, so, I could see her and like Chelsea doing a segment.
That's cool. I'm with it. Hey, if y'all are smart, real quick, listen. I know y'all tapped in. If y'all are smart, y'all gonna get Caitlin Clark at like number 3. And then at like number 6 or 7, you're going to get Angel Reese in there. If y'all are smart, y'all going to set that up. Just for the moment alone. I don't care if it's... Though? I don't know. Yeah, we could do that. But I'm saying, like, listen, y'all smart. Y'all know where the money's at. Y'all know how to get them checks cut. Thanks. Y'all going to set that up. I don't care if it's only 5 minutes long. Set it up.
Y'all can figure something out, man. Y'all smart.
Yeah.
What else we
got? So we already mentioned how Mercedes is in her Terry era. And well, she was doing the rounds again. Talking about, of course, the exit and everything like that. She says the same thing all the time. Like, listen, you want to know the real story about it, you got to read the book. But 2 other things that she said that caught my attention. Number 1, she hinted at someone potentially could be leaving WWE that she wants to see in AEW. You know who that someone is? It's not. I guarantee you won't guess who it is.
All right, hold on. Let me go double check. Tamina?
Nope.
All right, hold on. Give me one more. Give me one more chance. All right. Let me narrow it down. What roster they on right now?
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah.
Somebody contract coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even feel like playing a contract game, but I'm gonna just come through this list right here and figure it out. Somebody unbelievable. Maxine?
Nope.
I don't know.
The Boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Run that. For the Owen. Run it for the Owen.
Yeah, man.
That's the Owen final right there next year.
I mean, it could be. I've always said, like, listen, I respect this woman and what she has done for the business. Obviously, all the years of experience and where she comes from, family background, you know, that's respected. You know what I'm saying? She goes to AEW. She gonna have to learn how to get in some kind of real character. Like the shit she been
Why
doing.
She got to and nobody else in AEW got to do that.
I mean, that's true too. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like it's one of the things where it's like you're gonna get that initial pop, that initial reaction, like they always do. But then it's like we're gonna realize
lies around you.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
then
they dropped the ball
on
on Natty.
When she start talking, you know what I'm saying, and it's gonna be like, ooh, yeah, about that. Just wrestle, don't talk, just wrestle. Cause I think honestly, she could go over there and have some banger matches with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But we say this all the time. We need a reason to care if we're gonna watch you wrestle. If we are not invested, don't expect a lot of attention on your matches. And that's the big point. Now the other thing is quite literally, the Terry era. She says she's got creative control. You know, she has AEW creative control.
No, bro.
But she works with Tony Khan very closely. Mm-hmm. In other words, I tell that motherfucker to jump. He says how high. And knowing Anthony, that's not a shock at all.
Nah.
And speaking of AEW, my last piece is Will Ospreay. And I saved this for last for a reason. Because how old is AEW now?
5.5 years.
5.5 years. Well, apparently, after 5.5 years, AEW is in a rebuilding phase.
Oh, they've rebuilt it like 4 times by their fans' standards, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard them several times. But this is a new era AEW needed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a new era every quarter, bro.
It's really strange to me because, you know, the narrative is always that, oh, this shit's better over here. And WWE don't ever change. And they don't do, you know, this is where the best come to wrestle. And you find every ex-WWE star you can possibly find to come over to AEW to raise the flag and talk all this bullshit. But y'all are in a rebuilding phase after 5.5 years? Bruh, you got to try again. You got to try again. Like, this is some clips of what he said. So, even as a wrestler, you know, 5 years in, you know, you find yourself, you tend to hit a plateau. And I think every company goes through it. If we were going to look back 5 years of what WWE is doing, it was low. And the way that they're thriving now, it's something that we are inspired to try and reach. Listen, man. I try not to get, you know, too responsive to a lot of these dudes over here, but it's just another one on the list. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna keep happening. You just filter them in like the turnstiles. Another dude's gonna come up here and try to cap for y'all and make the excuses or one or the other about, oh well we're doing this and we're thinking about that. Like Tony went on a certain network that we're gonna talk about and said that what was the number?
500 million.
500 million people. Bruh. What? Like
500 million attendees
yeah.
This year in 6 months.
Like, did you go
Not
to
verifiable at all.
You went to the David Meltzer School of Counting Attendance. I see. See that. Now there's mine. That's where I was going.
Which but ironically, he the main one that be disputing WrestleMania 32.
Of course,
he the loudest one about it.
He will not let up on that one.
Well, he carry on that fake Wembley number though.
Yeah, right. So it's like y'all got to pick a lane. But yeah, I see Tony was taking notes. But this is what y'all do, man. This is what y'all do, unfortunately, and still to this day. But we're rebuilding in AEW. 5 years in.
Again.
Congrats.
That's rebuilding again in a year from now.
Of course. But that's what I got. I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, man. We've seen Dijak mention that his contract expired. I have a few takes on that. It's not a big loss whatsoever. I'll tell you all that right now. There's a boring big guy who can do flips. Oh, okay, he's gone.
The most interest I had in him, and I kind of like Dijak, but the most interest I had in him was when he worked with Keith Lee. That was some of the best shit that NXT had to offer when they were together on the same roster.
Listen, I ain't even mad at him. He big carny, trying to play up his options right immediately. Was playing up his options like, hey, Tony Khan, what up?
Yeah,
I feel you, because that nigga gonna pay for anybody. And he gonna take Keith Lee out the dungeon and dust him off. And y'all gonna run that again. And then Keith Lee gonna be going back. Listen, it is what it is. Like I said, ain't no loss to me. I never cared when Dijak was on my screen outside of the Keith Lee stuff. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I ain't really care, bro. Like T-Bar was the peak of his career, high key.
Oh God, no.
Like more people know this nigga as T-Bar than anything else.
Oh,
that's facts.
I don't even. What was the name of that? I don't even remember the
Retribution.
name of that group. Retribution. That was the nastiest shit, man.
Yeah, that was tripping. It had potential the first week, and then after that, it was like. Anyway,
some great value nexus going on.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about that too much, but anyway. Yeah, he probably going to AEW, Ring of Honor, one of them. Go to Impact, put in some work.
Yep, that's probably the best bet.
A lot of choices for him out there. Speaking of TNA Impact, Charlie Dempsey pulled up to their tapings this past week.
Yes, sir.
Attacked Trey Miguel and some other niggas I can't remember. So shout out to him. Y'all know who I fantasy book everybody to face over in TNA, right?
Yeah.
Run it.
Need to happen.
Charlie Dempsey, walking weapon. Let's get it. Y'all remember Midian, right?
Yeah.
Midian, aka Phineas I. Godwin, real name Dennis Knight. My man's is like a chef out here now, doing his thing. He appeared on a podcast called the False Finish Podcast. And during his interview, he revealed he once asked Stephanie McMahon out on a date.
What?
Kind of crazy, right? Quote, I was the first person to ask Stephanie McMahon out. Oh my God, was I in love with her? Not long after I first got there, I asked her to go see a movie. And she's like, oh, well, my dad won't let me date wrestlers or anything like that. So he says, a year or two later, she ended up dating Triple H, and he's just like, it couldn't be a better couple. I don't know what their life together is like, but I love them both. Saw them at the Hall of Fame, saw her, gave her a giant hug. I love them. They're nice. It was cool about it. Listen, shooters shoot, my nigga.
I got you. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, I guess.
He tried. I ain't mad at him. Shout out to him. Got some more TNA news, man. Negative BQ is the guy's name. Does a lot of TNA reviews, and I'm sure he has a lot of sources because he was one of the dudes that's primarily focused on TNA. A lot of people wasn't covering or talking about TNA before this year.
Right.
So my man's was on another podcast, and he just talked about some backstage notes in TNA. I'm not gonna go through everything, but he talked about a lot of the off-screen releases and firings. Those of like Scott D'Amore and all the other execs backstage were mainly performance related. The Anthem Sports Network execs wanted to improve like the production quality and everything of TNA. Says things under the previous management became a little bit more stagnant. The executives have been at every event since Scott D'Amore got let go. There were some reports of Scott D'Amore was spending more than he was had in the budget, and then some other disagreements about the vision of the company. It was more about budget and not the vision of the company, they said. Apparently they're going to do more venues that don't look as indie-fied on television. So yeah, they're booking indie-fied. So no more, unfortunately, no more Sam's Town in Las Vegas. Palms, I like the Palms, man. It's real comfortable. It's a nice little intimate setting. So they can do that, do some other bigger venues outside of Vegas. I don't know no other venues, but you're gonna be seeing a better look to TNA going forward. And I can't wait, man.
Cool.
They said the current relationship with WWE was formed by the current management, and it's not something that was a holdover from Scott D'Amore back in January. They said they brought in Santino Marella to keep Scott D'Amore off of TV. Scott D'Amore insisted he stay on TV, so they had two authority figures. So he was probably punching a little bit above his weight class, and they showed his ass the door from what was said. Apparently, they believe that Scott D'Amore's camp is leaking negative things to media to try to make TNA look bad in response. So TNA had to speak with they big source, this guy right here, to get the other side of the story out. They said they're happy with the direction of TNA going forward, though. So we'll be seeing a lot more TNA. I think so. They've listen, the product quality I've noticed has improved. That was probably my biggest thing with TNA. In the last, how long have I been watching them? 4 years now. Since I started back watching TNA again. And like even just in the last several months, I've noticed like things seem and feel a little bit more important.
I mean, listen, that's what new life breathes into you. Like obviously, Scott wasn't about smart business, and this current regime is.
Yeah.
But also it's like you start working, partnerships that are going, it's both ways, it's mutual partnerships. Awesome. And it's like, yeah, it does good for everybody. Like you're getting more views, more attention on the product, more people are considering TNA an option. You know what I'm saying? You got Mustafa, you got Dolph over there. Like, right. We was thinking about, I forgot that Ash won her first championship, World Series Wrestling Women's Champion.
Nice.
But like you see these people coming over as options, and you're getting more. Like we used to talk about Impact as being that cockroach that won't die. I mean, we elevating now. We like squirrels. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we working our way up the food chain, so we better. That's good.
Yeah. Shout out to TNA, man.
Yeah.
My last thing on this royal address, man. Kevin Owens had an interview on the NHL Network during Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Shout out to the Florida Panthers winning it all. He revealed, that his son Owen did some work in the WWE ring for the first time. Man, 16 years old, and he's 6'8".
Oh, that boy is twice the size
what
of his pops. What are you
feeding him?
That's insane, bro.
Oh, what is you feeding him?
That is so wild, man.
Literally, Kevin Owens' head touched his son's shoulders.
Yeah.
That's wild as hell, bro. How you just towering your pops?
Yeah, man.
Owen, go clean your room, nigga. You clean it.
I'm like that's another potential Diamond Ray situation right there.
Facts.
Cause you ain't gonna tell me that. Hey, listen, I know Kev is like that, but you ain't gonna tell me that if they get this kid trained up and ready to go, he shows up on TV with his pops. He try to talk some shit to him. Like, nah, bro, you gonna get mushed. You gonna get what's trying to talk crazy.
Hey, that'd be crazy. I would love to see that.
Hell
Shout out
yeah.
to Owen Owens.
Yes, sir.
What we watched this past week, man. Let me go throw out what I watched this past week because I started watching back Money in the Bank, all the old pay-per-views and back in the day, 2010. Watched that one. I watched that a few months ago, actually, and I watched it again. The SmackDown Money in the Bank, in hindsight, had some crazy star power. Like at the time, you wasn't thinking of it. Just like at the time, you're just like, oh, there's some potential here. But like this shit had, outside of Kane, Big Show, it's 2010. I'm Count Christian. He had been around the block a little bit, and Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Outside of them, you had Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Kofi Kingston. Did you think any of them last four that I named would ever be a world champion when you watched in 2010?
And they all did it.
They all did it.
Crazy.
3 of them won the WWE title.
Right.
2 of them won it at WrestleMania. That's crazy. 1 of them won it in the main event of WrestleMania. That's wild. Shout out to them. This is the first retroactive Money in the Bank to have all world champions. And then I think 2013 was the first one that had all world champions. Who was champions prior to that. I've noticed something since Triple H took over. Nobody in Money in the Bank has ever held a championship. I kind of like it that way. Yeah. 2022. Actually, I don't know about 2022. But 2023 for sure didn't have any world titles, world champions in there. And then this year so far, none. Kind of low-key the way it should be. Should be like that. And then I watched 2011. Y'all know, Punk, Cena. That's one of the greatest matches of all time.
Oh, yeah, of course.
One of the rare times that Tuna Meltz was right about rating a match. He rated that shit 5 stars. I thought nigga was just bugging. But like, nah. Yeah. When I watched it, I was like, in the middle of me watching it live for the first time, I'm like, dog, this is one of the best matches I've ever seen, bro.
Listen, a dead clock is right twice a day.
It is. Like in kayfabe, John Cena was always willing to walk through fire if it meant protecting his job. And he would put his head down and he would walk in the literal jungles full of wild animals, of motherfuckers drunk off their mind, dangerous. He might have got jumped for real by some of these people who might have just forgot that it was a show. And he went in there and put his head down, literally put his head down, walking through the Hammerstein Ballroom and went to work. Put his head down, walked through the Rosemont Horizon and went to work. Lost both times, unfortunately. But he did his thing. Shout out to him. I'm gonna pass it over to you, man. What you watched this past week?
So I'm going through some Tribal Chief withdrawal. So I started going over some hits. And I don't know why I went to this one, but I watched Roman versus Goldberg from Elimination Chamber 2022. And let me tell y'all something, man.
That was not a bad match.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, we always spent so much time before we got to Tribal Chief status trying to say that, like, Roman couldn't wrestle and, like, the hate for him was so genuine that they thought, like, he wasn't good at his job. Roman, despite the bad presentation, the wrong direction creatively for him, that man was working his ass off with everybody. When he won the title at Mania 32, his first title defenses, 2 first title defenses were against AJ. The rest of that, before that, he was working Sheamus,
Seth.
He had Seth, Triple H, you know what I'm saying? Later at the end of that year, he had Undertaker, even though Undertaker was a little beat up, you know what I'm saying? That was bad. But I mean, listen,
him and Braun was going crazy.
Oh, him and Braun, it looked like had real beef.
Like,
that's how crazy it was. But
did he work Joe?
I was about to say that because we don't remember it because it was the worst backlash ever. Because it was the main event.
Okay.
And people was leaving by the time they even got out there. But that's something though. I might go back and watch that too because Joe got about as much experience as anybody in the business.
Right.
But these are the people that he was working with. So by the time we got to 2020 and we're now at Tribal Chief Roman status, this dude is a vet. And it's like now he's just going around and just showing y'all Daniel Bryan, Edge, John Cena, Finn Balor,
Kevin
Owens, Jay a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the names that he was working with all before we even got to this match. But it's like, when you look, this did something for both of them because now it's like you got a guy in Roman who was a kid when Goldberg was in his heyday. And he is making Goldberg look like $1 million in this match. And this is coming off, with, Goldberg hadn't had, the best matches. The last time Goldberg was in Saudi, I'm pretty sure.
Taker.
I think it was Taker.
No.
Bray. It was Bob. I think it was Bobby, wasn't it?
Wasn't Bray. It might have been Bobby.
It might have been.
It's Googleable. No, it didn't, because he faced Bobby in here in Vegas. It's Googleable though. We can find out.
That's true. Now, last time he was in, they had a match in Saudi, and
so Goldberg's had 4 matches in Saudi. Faced Taker, he did face Bobby. Right. He faced Bobby in Vegas and then faced him in Saudi right after that.
Right. So yeah, like it was at that stage, like Bobby was helping him along too, but it was like, Goldberg getting older. They did. But it's like, listen, man, there's levels to this shit. And Roman was like, still has been just doing this storytelling with even vets, newcomers, current stars, and just lining them all up and saying, like, listen, you can throw your best shot out here. It's not going to mean a damn thing because he is one of one. Always, forever. So,
shout out to my man.
People might try to lay claim, but
we know who the OGs is.
Yes, yes, sir.
We know who the OGs is.
Yes, sir.
More on that though. We got to get to that. All right, we got to hurry up and get to that.
Yeah, we good.
Hey man, before we continue to talk about what we watched this past week, let's talk about what we attempted to watch and didn't really get to see.
I'm packing the air, this gas what?
These peasants.
I wonder who that's for. Fox Network, bring that ass here, boy. Listen, dog. Can't believe it. Because this is an every week thing now. It's been a while. Probably since like April, March. Every week, SmackDown getting censored, and I think like my internet fucking up. I think their website, I've had issues with their website watching SmackDown. One, I can't watch SmackDown live on the West Coast. So rather than wait 3 weeks, I gotta watch it on my computer or on the phone. I can't watch it on TV. So I've always had issues doing that, connecting to their website. Sometimes the feed don't even be on the app.
Right.
And I gotta go and watch it illegally. Which is even worse sometimes. Fucking my computer up. So that's a whole nother ordeal. That's not why. It's because every time I try to watch SmackDown and I'm watching a promo and The Rock come out there sometimes, right? Now, listen, you know how long I went without watching The Rock before WrestleMania?
Oh, listen.
So I'm excited to see The Rock go out there and be The Rock, especially he a bad guy now.
Exactly.
And I can't even enjoy it because Fox censors the feed. And listen, I understand. The Rock be saying some wild shit. And this is free over-the-air television, which means you at a higher risk of getting fined, even getting a lawsuit against you, because some Karen out there walked into the room at the worst possible second and saw little Timmy watching something that she didn't approve of, and she mad as hell. And now she going to sue the whole network and sue the government and all this shit for allowing little Timmy to watch this show when her ass should have been watching what little Timmy was watching.
Right.
I digress. Anyway, you run that risk, so I get it. Censoring the audio, I get it. Why the screen black?
Completely.
Why we gotta black the screen out for? I noticed too, because I'm a noticer. I peep things. This petty shit didn't start getting out of hand like this until SmackDown got that new deal with the USA Network. It was mild before then. It was tolerable. Right. It was like, okay, a little bit, but now it's just egregious. Mm-hmm. It makes the show look bad, and it's intentional to make the show look bad before they move to the new network. If you remember 20 years ago, Spike TV did the same shit before they was going to USA.
They did.
They censored out every mention of them telling where, hey, listen, WWE's trying to tell people where if they go tune in to Spike TV next week, they're not going to see WWE on there.
Right.
So the promotion is doing the thing of promoting their show and telling their viewers where to find their show next week. And the network was being petty, and they censored every mention out of it to where Vince was like, say USA Network every 3 words. I bet you they won't censor everything. It worked. They stopped censoring this shit too.
You can't out petty Vince.
No, you can't.
Like, it's just not happening.
Listen, y'all make the show look bad. CW Network, I guarantee you, y'all gonna get this smoke too. Because y'all also over the air free TV.
Yep.
So if y'all get it, y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all gonna get it. I know you had something to say about this.
Fox just came into Friday with bad will with me because we mentioned, Tony capping. You know where he did that, Cap?
Fox News.
Fox News.
Fox Business. Yeah, Fox Business.
Yeah. As if we don't get enough Cap on that channel to begin with. You brought a capologist and sat up there and let him say
this is the most cap-filled time of the year.
Right.
For them on Fox News. It's an election
year.
Him
on here to say that bullshit over the airwaves. Like, oh, that's nasty work. And then like I don't mind seeing Stephen A on Fox News. He's a well-educated brother.
Bro, that was Photoshop, bro.
But because I'm about to say, because I believed it for real. Because I'm
he was just.
I know he was at the draft. But I'm like, because my man got enough money. He probably got drivers and shit like that he can get where he need to get. So I'm like, yo, he really hustling and bustling out here like that. Yeah, like I like with him, I could have believed it. But nah, man, like that was just terrible. But nah, the Tony thing and the censorship thing. Listen, y'all got to get it together, man. For real. Like now, in fairness, some of it I understood because they're in the heart of New York City, MSG, and it's a video. Videos came out of the shit that people were saying, especially at the end with Solo and them. So some shit that people were saying to the Bloodline, I would have censored that too. Facts. You know what I'm saying? But like when Logan came out and stuff like that, like y'all really ruined the best segment of the show that night. Because the thing with Halliburton and Brunson, like that took me back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Way back to the old days. You know what I'm saying? We had that NBA wrestling and connection. You know what I'm saying? That was dope as hell. And y'all were running the risk of completely ruining it with all the blacking out the screen and censoring all of the chants, stuff like that. Don't do that, man. Come on. Like,
we got 3 months, bro. We can grind it out.
Yeah. Like, man up. Y'all acting childish.
Actually, no. We got 2 months. Even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's true.
Like, we got about 2 months, about 9-10 weeks left of this Fox bullshit, and then we good. Let's the lights at the end of the tunnel, as they say.
Yeah, man. Y'all being childish. It's not cool.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. Let's talk about all that Bloodline stuff though, man, because the Bloodline. They was coming out for the Bloodline acknowledgement ceremony. Everybody's going to acknowledge their new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. But before they got out there, y'all's WWE champion, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and Kevin Owens came out, and we just had a whole out brawl. Niggas was going crazy early at the top of the show. I didn't even get to turn the show on yet, and they already going to commercial.
Right.
I'm like, hold on. Getting ad dollars in.
Real talk.
Listen.
Yeah, they had some Tim's energy in that first 5 minutes.
Big facts. Hey, this is what a real sport does. They just go to commercial break whenever they get a chance to. I'm telling you. That's what they do. Watch an NFL game. Them niggas go to commercial every opportunity.
Yeah.
It's all we're going to commercial break right now.
30 second time out.
Bud Light ads.
Ad break.
That's what they do.
Penalty, challenge flag.
Penalty review.
Ad break.
NBA do the same shit. Them niggas go to commercial, come back, do the update, and then go more commercials.
Yep.
That shit's crazy. Anyway, digressing again. That's what we do. Nick Aldis came out there and was like, more security. And y'all know what happened? I saw this with my own two eyes because I peeped everything. Y'all's WWE champion was out here assaulting freelance security guards for just doing their job.
Listen.
Niggas trying to make an honest living at work on a Friday night. And they got to go back to their family with injuries.
Listen, I hear you. But Randy struck first. Randy gave him that Black Air Force energy first.
Randy Orton ain't the WWE champion. Randy Orton not the face of the veteran.
He's the veteran.
He is. He the most tenured person out of that group. Mm-hmm. But listen, Randy Orton kicked his boss in the head. I expect this from Randy Orton. Kevin Owens headbutted his boss in the head. I saw it in person. I expect this time. I don't expect this from Cody Rhodes. I've never actually. I've seen Cody Rhodes did slap his boss in the face. He did do that.
Say that did happen. Yeah,
but that was a slap. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens trying to put that nigga in the hospital.
Well, I say Cody and Kevin like to give him CTE.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes is supposed to set an example for the children, and you out here assaulting people who get paid considerably less than you. Mm-hmm. Just for doing a job. Hashtag not my WWE champion.
Hey.
We never saw Roman attacking random workers that's just trying to make a living.
Yes, we did.
I ain't never seen it.
don't cap. Yo, 2018. I'm just saying.
What happened in 2018?
Going into Mania 34, when they had to arrest him.
I dead ass don't remember that.
Because this was after like he went to Vince, because they tried to do like a work shoot. He went to Vince and was like, "Oh, Brock is out here. Where's the respect?" and blah blah blah. So he got suspended.
Oh, he was like, Brock didn't come to work.
Yeah, when he came out the next week, and then they sent security out there to go get him, and he was like, "Hey, don't nobody touch me."
Listen,
he started swinging.
Hey, what I say though before, he wasn't a WWE champion. He wasn't a world champion. He wasn't the face of the company.
He was the face of the company by that point in time. They just wasn't accepting it. Well, nobody accepting it, but he was.
Yeah, y'all wasn't accepting it. That's different. Hey, people already wasn't fucking with him anyway. They don't count.
Hey, I'm just saying. It happened.
Anyway. Hey, Nick Aldis said, fuck all that, man. He got NYPD to kick them niggas out.
I got something to say about security, though.
What's up?
Because I find them to be very selective. This was one of multiple times that I found in the last 2 weeks that security just seems to be only brought out. But it seems they're only bringing them out for the good guys, not the bad guys, just the good guys. Because when the White Six was back there just jumping everybody, you ain't see no security. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think it really mattered because, you know,
I would have left seeing all that. Like, nigga, I do not get paid enough to do this.
But it's like, used to seeing backstage people, a couple wrestlers, stuff like that just laid out. Wasn't no security brought out then. Drew McIntyre whooped CM Punk's ass from the gate and carried him in a damn near slow motion, walked him out all the way out through Gorilla to the stage. Not a single security person until the last minute when he was showing up.
That's true, man. Where was the police after that? Where was Carl Winslow at?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that was Chicago. Where was Carl?
You know what I'm saying? Braun be out here just committing hits on people every other week on Raw. Don't no security show up. He'll be done cooking everybody. Done laid out 3 people, destroyed the barricade and the table, be walking backstage. Now security showing up. But Cody Rhodes,
Adam Pearce work environment, man.
That's what I'm saying. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and them show up to just throw hands.
At least Nick got the police.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw Nick walk back. I'm like, oh, he just gave up. He's just like, I don't know what he getting ready to go, but he about to go back to get the strap. He said, no, I got NYPD. Now you gotta stop.
Biggest gang in the world.
Right. Right. Like, ain't no getting around this. Like, you want to start fighting, they gonna start shooting.
NYPD kicked them niggas out. Speaking of getting kicked out. Speaking of getting kicked out. Fredo Heyman gets kicked out of the Bloodline again. Refuses to acknowledge Solo Sikoa as the tribal chief, and Solo said, I bet. Wasted no time. Samoan spiked this nigga immediately. He been waiting to do it. He's just been waiting. Shield bomb this fat ass through the table. In the words of NBA champion with the Los Angeles Lakers, Avery Bradley, y'all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. It was just a matter of time.
Yeah. All the OG members of the Bloodline pretty much gone. Solo told you Roman wasn't coming back, so I'm not expecting him to come back. So technically Roman not in the group no more.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We gonna see.
Hey,
but yeah,
we might see sooner than later.
Fredo had his ticket punched the second
he gave Jey Uso that look.
I'm about to. Well, it was before that when they jumped Jimmy.
Oh yeah,
it was like they jumped Jimmy, had Tama out there, and he was trying to call Roman, and Solo grabbed that phone. Hey, listen, he was on borrowed time from that moment forward.
Facts.
Oh, man. But I tell you that
this is the first time Paul ever turned face for real.
I think so. Realistically,
how you turn face for the first time in 40 years?
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
He's never been on the other side of that. It's wild. But no, that when Roman comes back, like you think he didn't seen a pop before. Like
I can't wait.
This is gonna rival Triple H in that same arena. Triple H, Cena in MSG. Like this is gonna rival that 10 times over. You know what I'm saying? And I see videos. It's
gonna be a bigger pop than The Rock.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because it's like I see videos just to say like, oh well, why Roman has to come back as a face. Y'all say that shit like it's a choice, but it's like y'all say that like it's a choice. It's not.
It's not.
It's not at all. Like we really, y'all. Some of y'all don't understand, and I don't know how y'all don't. Us, the people in the stands, dictate where that direction goes, that shift in character for anybody. And wrestling is truthfully the greatest example of absence makes the heart grow fonder. And the person I just mentioned is the prime example of Triple H, right? Because he was the biggest heel in the company. Just
this nigga was beating on women.
Beating on women, the 2-man power trip. had the jump rock in the cage with the sledgehammer and everything like that. JR was on there calling him every adjective negatively under
Triple
the sun.
H literally teamed up with Stone Cold to assault a woman like 3 weeks before he got hurt.
Yeah.
He came back the biggest face in the industry.
Yeah, man. Like when you got JR just talking like you are a demon. That's how bad it was. And that all went out the window in January when he came back from that quadricep surgery. Completely. So it's like,
imagine if they was on Netflix back then.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Triple H, you bitch ass nigga, by God.
Right. But it's like, but that's what happens then when you go away and it's like you make that comeback. I guarantee you that reaction factored into, okay, let's have him win the Rumble, main event Mania, win the championship. Guarantee that plays some of the biggest factors in it. Because it's like you can't stop that now. It's like they're going to have that reaction one way or the other. That's why when Seth came back after his injury, the reaction was like, oh shit. Because they was happy to see him. And they saw that they keep trying to go down the heel route with him. But was nobody trying to boo him? Like, yo, Seth is back. We with this. They wasn't feeling Roman. So it's like, let's get what Seth is going on. So, and that increases the more impact you have. So you think about what Roman did in the last 4 years. Now he's taking some significant time off. And they're already saying we want Roman every time you see Paul in the Bloodline. So when Roman shows back up, it's over. There's not a conversation about face heel. He is a giant baby face when he comes back. And it's not even a question mark. Not even close. Yeah.
They already want Roman back. They cheer for it every single week.
Yeah.
So what you mean? Y'all ain't trying to see him as a face.
Ain't no, listen.
Come on, man. I need that sooner than later, though. Next week, something. I'm with you.
Yeah, man.
We talked about this a little bit ago, man. Shout out to the NBA getting involved back in wrestling again, man.
Mm-hmm.
You had Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, listen, you want to get some heel heat from a crowd in New York City? Bring out an Indiana Pacer.
Yo, I really thought he was gonna bring Reggie for like a split second. I'm like, oh no,
I did too.
About to do this. This is nasty. In the garden.
Hey, Reggie would have been allowed. Listen, we talked about that black screen. Y'all could have just ended the show if Reggie came out.
That's what I'm saying.
It would have got much worse.
That's what I'm saying. Like to that extent, I might have understood because, like,
yeah,
in New York, doing this
Reggie this
type of shit. No, that's
they
not
was
good.
They was chanting "fuck you, Reggie" during Game 7.
Right.
Or whatever they was it Game 7 or one of them games in the series. No, the Game 7 was I don't know. They was saying "fuck you, Reggie" to that nigga though.
They was. Yeah, man.
One of them. So I thought we was about to get Game 8. Tyrese walked up on Jalen.
Yo.
NBA players getting custom shirts by WWE now and shit.
Right. Like, okay. We used to say no partnerships. That's out the window now. It's all the partnerships.
Right. I love it when my two favorite sports come together.
That's what's up though. Cause like you knew when they was both out there that something was gonna happen, but my guy went and grabbed a chair, like
and almost fucked his hand up again, man.
Yo, I know Adam Silver was watching this like on the edge of his seat, like
nah, and I know they GMs was watching this heart racing.
I'm about to say them too.
You remember what George Kittle said his GM told him?
Yeah, don't do that shit again.
Right. Hey, they doing all this shit with the NBA, man. I'm just scared to watch tomorrow night in Boston.
Ooh.
Gonna be some real bad dick riding.
Oh no.
Don't have them niggas on my screen if somebody ain't getting jumped from that team. Out of Wyatt 6. Listen, have Tatum get his ass whooped out the Wyatt 6 and we can talk. Other than that, don't put them niggas on my screen. Y'all gonna have them front row like they somebody to be celebrated on my no.
Mm-hmm.
Find something else to watch on Monday. What else is on Monday, man? I'm watching the WNBA.
Hey, why not?
Fuck that. Y'all ain't about to have this propaganda on my screen.
No, man. Ugh,
I've been doing a good job of acting like that shit didn't happen. It's just the worst timing at WWE going there the very next week.
Want to say, I just been tuning it out as best I can.
Right.
Fuck Boston out here.
I seen they had their gear is on sale already. That's crazy part. I'm not even lying. Dick's Sporting Goods got their gear, like some of their gear half off already. That's the real Mickey Mouse ring.
Oh God.
6 months later, I'll still buying Lakers shit full price.
Hey man, I hear you.
Let's talk about what else happened this week, man. We getting a little overtime-ish, a little close to that, man. Drew McIntyre said he was proud of cooking CM Punk. Told folks he was going to enter Money in the Bank. Adam Pearce was like, nah, fam, you got to qualify. So Drew Mac was like, all right, fuck around and find out.
Straight up.
That's all he said. It's a matter of time.
I want this smoke.
It's a matter of time. I've seen Adam Pearce get cooked before.
Right.
He fucked around and found out before who the tribal chief was.
I'm telling you, man.
Listen, Drew has vengeance on his mind. Like, Roman just did it because he felt disrespected as the tribal chief. Drew don't give a fuck.
Drew, the man is diabolical right now.
Yeah, he's tripping. So, like, listen, you better put that nigga in the Money in the Bank.
That's what I'm saying.
Find out.
It's like that man is like really perpetrating out here.
Fact,
you up here, and it started all of this shit realistically because it's like you didn't fuck with Punk when he came back. Then you preyed on his injury. He got injured. you spent the weeks and months talking all the shit on him. Even as you were getting a world title match, then you just couldn't.
You won the championship and just
couldn't let it go.
Yeah. Like, you already won the title. You had to gloat about it.
Yeah.
Listen, Drew already fucked around and found out. Now he just unleashed.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, when Punk started fighting. This is a rare occasion where Punk isn't really the antagonist here. He just started fighting back. He's like, listen, you won't throw all this smoke at me. You preyed on my injury, nigga. Like, what? Nah, I'm gonna swing back at you. He from Chicago. Like, yo, I'm swinging back at you. Now, what's up?
Drew McIntyre think he is the young buck?
That's right. So it's like, yo, what you expect? Now he's going the extra mile. He beating this man up in his town. Took his bracelet with his wife and his dog name on it. Call his dog stupid. Like, yo, what's up with you?
Niggas is wilding.
This is crazy.
One more thing here. Actually, two more things. Nikki Cross, if that's her name now, I don't know her name. Hands Michael Cole a VHS tape, and Michael Cole has to explain what a VHS is. So he hands it off to somebody to go get played on a VHS machine. I got two things about this. Michael Cole is too old to not remember the shit is called a VCR.
Right.
Like, you older than all of us.
This is
and then two, who the hell got a VCR in 2024?
I don't believe it.
Nigga, somebody handed me a VHS. I'm like, what the fuck you want me to do with this? I would have slapped her ass on the fucking forehead. Go take this shit back to Howdy and them niggas. Go get this shit on a DVD or something.
That's what I'm saying. You could have
flash drive or something with an MP4 on it. What's it supposed to do with this VHS tape?
Right. You could have burned a CD or nothing like that. Like,
yeah. Right. A flash drive, something simple. You could have emailed it to somebody.
Right.
You could have sent it through Google Drive, like Dropbox, something. iCloud, anything. You gonna hand me a videotape. On the tape is a therapy session with Bo Dallas and Uncle Howdy, which is also Bo Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this one demented side of Bo Dallas's mind, which is Uncle Howdy, is interviewing his true self. And he said, like, since the loss, I felt lost. I felt like a nobody. He talked about how he looked up to his brother and wanted to be him. And then, they basically doubled down on the criticism they were getting about exploiting Bray and all that shit, which is like, yeah, obviously, Bo Dallas is okay with doing this. So nobody else should comment on it. That's how I feel about it.
Good.
But in them 5 minutes, you did what was necessary and explained the motives. And that's all we needed. Now I need a backstory to everybody else. Because now I want to know everybody else what they had to do with this. I understand Rowan. I don't think I need an explanation from him.
Nah, not at all.
Nah. But the other three, the other three, what y'all got to do with this?
I will say this, though. And I see somebody put a video out about it. And
was it VHS?
No. It was a clip I seen. And low key, it makes sense. Because you remember, I'm going to say it was maybe a year ago when Nikki started just going blank staring, down the camera and not doing nothing. It's like that might have been her slowly shifting, morphing into whatever she's at right now. Now, we still need a backstory on that, but it might have been like quietly trying to tell you that she was heading in this direction.
Yeah.
Anyway. Gacy makes sense, and then Loomis don't talk, so I don't know how we gonna get to that. But nah, it makes sense. This was good purely for the sense of like it felt like something that Bray would do, but it's like it's got his own spin on it. Like you see his motivations for it, and it's more of like a commentary. Like, yo, listen. Y'all need to chill out because I got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know that this was more of his wheelhouse, but listen, you think I don't know my brother? You think I know how to make this work? You know what I'm saying? Relax. We good. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to carry this on and we going to do this. And that was that. Simple.
Yeah. So it should be interesting. For what it's worth, the whole Nikki Cross like blank stare shit was happening before Bray passed away, like almost a whole year.
Oh really?
So yeah,
damn.
That was back when she was like winning the 24/7 title and shit. That was going on 2 years ago.
That's right. Well, I mean, there's all the chance in the world that this was the direction that they were gonna go in with Bray. It never fought because Uncle Howdy started with Bray.
Yeah,
and they still had things that they was working on, so it might have been a direction regardless.
That's true because that was after Bray came back, so there might still be some merit with that. We'll see.
Yeah.
And in our main event, man, we got new tag champs. The Judgment Day winning the tag titles back off of the Awesome Truth because R-Truth runs into Carmella backstage. Apparently, no, it was not Carmella.
No, it was not.
Hold on, R-Truth.
My CTE acting up.
Because who it really was Indica Hartwell, the women's world champion, Liv Morgan, and she convinces him to put the championships on the line versus the Judgment Day. And the Miz is on commentary because Pat McAfee, he said, y'all, fuck all that Y6 shit. I ain't got nothing. That's who the tape was for. It was for Pat McAfee. He's just like, nah, I'm good. He didn't show up. So the Miz is doing commentary. And like, the Miz is like, hold on, what the fuck? I gotta go find R-Truth because he got me fucked up.
Right.
Honestly, I would not be mad if the Miz beat the shit out this nigga tomorrow night on Raw.
Me either. Because,
like, you've done this like 3 times already.
Like, dog, I'm filling in for commentary right now. I wasn't scheduled to be defending no championships. You out here just putting me out in these streets. You know what I mean?
So,
I won't be mad.
WWE's Buddha lovers almost got caught in the Judgment Day locker room. Liv is walking out, and Finn just trying to act like he was playing 2K the whole time. You wasn't. You know what you was doing.
Terrible.
She helps Finn win another championship. So hope it's worth it, Finn.
The biggest part about this, and I tweeted it because I've been patient. I've been trying to be patient. But Zelina said the quiet part out loud that I've been mulling over in my head for at least 3 weeks now. Why did we make this woman champion if this is all she's going to be doing? Like y'all can be mad at what I'm getting ready to get into and feel some type of way. I don't give a damn. I'm speaking the facts. We went from Rhea Ripley for a full calendar year and everything that she did as champion. Transitioned over to Becky when she had to give up, championship due to injury. You can count on Becky. You know what you're going to get, right? Now, you basically use it as a segue to get to Liv, because I guess we figured, this whole Liv Revenge tour or whatever, it had some traction. It was getting attention. So it's like, let's just pull the trigger, see what happens. And ever since that happened, she ain't calling nobody out. She ain't even attempting to look at nobody. All she doing is starting on TV for Dom and whatever going on with Finn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that's happening. Like, Zelina had to come on here and say, yo, you spending all this time on Dom and you got this title on your shoulder. I don't see you giving none of that energy to nobody else. You just worried about what Dom is doing and you not even thinking about the fact that you got the world title right now. And she gonna say, this is the most important thing to me, but you ain't acting like it. Right. I don't believe you. I don't believe nothing that you're saying right now. So it's like, realistically, and I got nothing against Liv. You know what I'm saying? I think that the last title reign was trash, but through no fault of her own, she was trying. And I think that eventually we could have gotten to a point where I'd say, okay, let's pull the trigger, let's put the belt on her. But we did it now. And I don't even think we had, one title match? And it was a return match with Becky in the steel cage. We haven't seen nothing else since then. Not even no challengers. I guess Zelina's going to get a shot at some point. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Money in the Bank, whatever. But that's it. Like, like what is the purpose? What are we doing with this right now? Like, again, we fell so far, and now it's like flatline. She didn't need the belt to be doing this shit. She could have do this. And listen, I'm entertained by it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But what she got the belt for to do this? There's plenty of other people that could have had it. You could have put it on a young star. You could have put it on Lyra. Low key. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, it's early. She just got up there, but damn it. You didn't need to put this title on Liv Morgan to do the shit that she's doing every single week. You really didn't.
I don't think Rhea and Liv need to be a title program if this is all she's going to be. Like, I understood the point of it initially, but now it's just like, you're right. What's the point?
I'm tired. It's like,
because she's not doing nothing. Was she just being a placeholder to Rhea get it back? Are we gonna do the same shit with Rhea again?
Right.
That we did for a whole year?
It's like, for
not
what?
Necessary.
Put somebody else in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't rehash that just for the sake of having that match. Like,
hey, we ain't the Booker of the year.
Oh God. Hey man, listen
about that booking.
I said it. It's equal energy all the way around. We said it from the day he took over.
Yep. Big facts. Shout out to Michael Cole. By this point in the show, he remembered how old he was, and he called Liv Judgment Day's Yoko Ono.
Yo, that was crazy. That was the last thing I heard at the end of the show. I'm like, yo.
I was like, now you remember you 60 years old.
That's really wild too. But I see.
Shout out to Coley Cole, man.
What you mean?
Hey, we've come to the end of the show, man. We got money in the bank.
Before we roll out of here, real quick, I'm gonna make this fast. Cause I didn't do it. I didn't do it when we had Fox. But you know what I'm saying? As we wrap this up, I can just, this is a little PSA for everybody out here, because I want to just throw this out, because I was gonna leave this alone, but then people like to double down and try to take the moral high ground, and I'm not gonna have that on this show. So whenever you're ready, just cue me up real quick.
I'm packing the air, this gas what?
You peasants.
So check this out. I'm a big Matt Stafford fan. I appreciate the brother. He's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I've defended Matt Stafford on this show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, when people like to say some dumb shit publicly, you know, and then they get backlash for it. But then when the backlash hits, they want to turn around and double down like everyone else is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, y'all up here having opinions and y'all insecure, this, that, and the third. You know, shit like that. That's how you wind up on this segment. So with that being said, Kelly Stafford, bring that ass here.
Bring that ass here, boy.
There's a lot of things. There's unwritten rules out in sports and everything like that, right? One of the things you do not do, and I can tell you from experience of being on the sideline, on the field, in the locker room, in the huddle. One thing about a starting quarterback is he don't want his backup quarterback to have nothing. I don't care if it's a girl or the last chip in the bag. He don't want your quarterback to have nothing. When they get away from interviews and cameras and all this other shit, when they be buddy, oh yeah, I mentor him and do this, that, and the third. That's cool. When the cameras get away, when they by themselves, he don't want that man to have shit. So for her to go out and whatever podcast she was on and sit up there and say that, oh, I told Matt that, I was hooking up with his backup back in, a little while ago, you know what I'm saying? Because she wanted to get a rise out of him. That's diabolical enough. Why you decided to bring it up now, I have no idea. But it's like, there's something a little extra toxic about that. The fact that you took joy in seeing him act like this, because apparently he was tripping and was like, oh, well, I don't know why you were messing around with him, and just he was pulling up on her and all this other shit. Like, she got some kind of thrill off of that. She was enjoying it for some reason. So, I don't know why that she felt the need to go air that out publicly. But then when people started saying like, yo, that's mad toxic, what's up with you? Like, that's mad dirty, why you do him like that? Now she wants to double down and say, oh, I didn't know how many insecure men there were out there. Oh, you guys need to grow up. I'm glad I didn't marry one of them. Ma'am, please miss me with that.
You raggedy bitch.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That was perfect. Because you know damn well, if the shoe was on the other foot, oh my God, he'd have every coalition at his door. Twitter would be shut down. Like everything under the sun. But when you do it, when y'all do it, it's, oh, this is insecure men. Y'all can't handle it. Like this gave me Jada vibes. And that's very scary. This gave me Jada vibes. Like, really. She would call it, oh, I needed healing. I got entanglement. It was that kind of vibe. Like, bitch, you was acting like a thought. That's really what you saying. You was acting like a thought to your current boyfriend, now husband. And you use that to rile him up to get some kind of thrill out of it. That's toxic as hell. And because people called you out on it, the fact that you brought it up, now people insecure? Like, no. That's weird. That's weirdo activity. It's weirdo activity. It's not cool. Like, when you're a Super Bowl champion, you're not supposed to have to deal with shit like this. So I'm sorry for Matt Stafford and the shit that he got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? That's nasty work. It's nasty work. And I was going to leave it alone because technically this is last week. But then this week is where we wanted to take the moral high ground and say, oh, yeah, I was saying what I want to say. Yeah. Y'all so insecure. Fuck out of here. Come on now.
Hey, Matt Stafford must have won you some money last season or something, huh?
Hey,
maybe going hard for Matt Stafford on here. Matt Stafford ain't never played for his team before. Ain't never played, didn't go to his college team. He didn't play for Ohio State. He ain't play for the Jets ever. He'd be going hard for Matt Stafford.
Hey, I'm gonna have to check the tickets.
I know he wanted some money.
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure he did cash me out a pretty nice ticket last year. So he might have earned this for real.
Facts.
But yeah, I was sitting on this one, and like I said, I wasn't gonna go there, but like I said, I got triggered when I saw the last
part. Got so triggered, we over 2 hours.
Yeah. My bad, y'all. We
appreciate y'all for listening.
We get that sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, yo, we appreciate y'all for listening this far, man. Money in the Bank coming up next weekend. So guess what, man? We're gonna do another bracket. Yeah, we doing another bracket this quick, man. Because for for my qualifications, that's not the word I was looking for. I don't know. Listen, it's that point in the show where you just kind of forget what you about to say.
We good.
My estimations, I think that was a word I was looking for. This is episode 250.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to do this on episode 250 because it was a milestone, but players fuck up.
Sorry.
I had a long week, bro, so I forgot. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Next week, we're gonna do it though, man. We're gonna do another bracket. We're gonna call it Money Madness. We're gonna find out the best cash-ins of the last decade of the 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
I could do every cash in, but I think like we know what the final two would have been.
Yeah.
So to keep it from being a little obvious, like we at least gonna try to put up a fight because I'm pretty sure what folks is gonna say is the best is gonna be the best of the 2010s. But listen, we gotta play the game. We might be able to sway some people and vote in a different direction. I don't know. Next week though, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna find out who's gonna join us next week and do that.
Say less.
Gonna be a good time, man. Plug your socials and get up out of here, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, @Recap24. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour where I talk sports, entertainment, movies, TV, on everywhere where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Google X, Anchor X, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and the video versions are up on YouTube. All the content is out now.
And I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TC Light, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. You can follow me on Instagram at tc.fontaine. Follow me on Twitter at tcfontaine. Hit up foyflix.com to check out my photography. And of course, follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling, ykWrestling.com, to all the platforms and the merchandise and the W. You can get the W there as well.
Yes,
Don't forget the W. Hey, man, you already know what we do.
Said I'll be back to hold you down. I don't want to leave you.
But we got to go right now. We're going to be back next week with another one. TC Fontaine, wreak havoc. We out of here. Gone.